Hey, what's happening, everybody out here? Today we're coming at you from FiveBar Motorsports. We got a few things going on here at the shop that I want to show you guys. And something else happened here. The old engine that came out of my 2018 Mustang, you remember the one that broke the piston? Here, I'll show you the piston right here. This is what the number one piston looked like when we pulled it out of the block. You can see it's all broken. And so that engine, actually I left it here with Joe so that he could use it. You know, I had no use for it. And somebody with an F-150 truck is actually going to take that block, sleeve it, and you know, put it in his truck. And I think they're going to put either a Whipple on it or twin turbos or something like that. I'm not really sure. But they started tearing that motor down, and look what we found. This is the number 6 piston. That cylinder, if I remember correctly, didn't have any cylinder scoring or anything. I don't know if you guys can see that, okay? But the ring lands are also broken in this piston also. And you know, it's funny because the way that engine was running and it was down on one cylinder, really, it was really running like it was on, you know, 6 cylinders. You know, the number 6 cylinder apparently had a problem too. I don't know if you could really see that, but you could see that the ring lands, they're just not in there. And that's kind of blowing my mind. But you know, my car is here. You can see it back there in the parking lot. And I drove it over here and it's running pretty good. But anyway, aside from this, I wanted to show you this. There's other cool cars here. And, you know, they're not all Mustangs. I know I got a Mustang channel, but you see that little BMW right there? That car is highly modified, and I'm going to show you some things with that car. And we also got some other stuff here that I want to show you. And there's things in the shop that in a little while I'm going to get in there. But check this out. This is pretty cool. I spotted this car on the way in. This is a 2013 Mustang GT in this, you know, in white. I don't know if that's Oxford white or what, crystal white, but the car is beautiful, and he's got some really nice wheels on it, and it looks like he's got a California special grille and everything. Those cars are very nice. We're going to try to follow that, but okay, we're going to go inside the shop now and see what Joe's got going on in there. Let's go in there and check it out. All right, guys, here's one of the cars I want to show you. This is a 3-valve that Joe's got here on the dyno here at FiveBar. And, you know, it's a basic build, really, but it's got a Kenny Bell blower on it. And, you know, they're tuning it and they're making some pretty good power with this 3-valve. So, you know, if you got a 3-valve, you know, you're not left in the cold. There's always something. In fact, look at that 3-valve. That's Joe's race car. That car's in the 8s. So we got a lot of, you know, Mustang stuff going on over here. But look at this car, guys. This is the Gen 6 Camaro. This is the 18 Camaro. The Hot Wheels car. It's here in the shop, and this car's getting a new motor. Now it's already got some cool stuff on it. As you can see right here, it's got the Pro Charger on it, long tubes, full exhaust. There's a lot of things on the car, but it's a stock engine, and the owner wanted to step up the power beyond what the stock engine can handle. So before, you know, stepping up the power and blowing up the original motor, he decided to pull that motor. And we got a built motor over in the engine room, and we're going to show you that. Now, guys, you know, this is just one of those builds that I want to feature. I know I got a Mustang channel, and I know primarily my channel is about Mustangs. The Camaro, well, you know, they say that they're not going to build them after 2023. They're not bad cars. I really don't know what it is with the Camaros, why Chevy can't produce a car that people really want, and everybody buys them, and, you know, they can keep it going. This one was a nice one, and I think the Gen 6 is a fairly decent car, but it's too bad that they're not going to build them anymore. So nevertheless, we still got a lot of Camaros around, and this is a really hot one. It's going to be a really cool build here at FiveBar, and I'm going to try to follow this build from beginning to end. This package actually made some pretty decent power. It was something about like 650 horsepower to the rear wheels, just with that Pro Charger and the long tubes and some of the other things, tuning and stuff like that. But this guy's looking to step up the power and make a lot more than that. And we got the motor over in the engine room, and I'm going to take you over there and show that to you now. It's really cool. Okay, guys, there's the new engine for the Gen 6 Camaro, and that engine's been all built up. It's a stroker motor. I think it's 416 cubic inches, and this thing is, you know, really set up to handle some serious power. Let's get in there and take a close look at it. Okay, guys, take a look at this. This is a 416 cubic inch LT engine for a Gen 6 Camaro. This is an engine that uses direct injection, does not have port injection. What you see there is this is a K-Tech piece here that is used to disable the DOD, so there's no more displacement on demand. Also, there are some parts and pieces here that is used to lock out the VVT, so there won't be any VVT. This engine's completely locked out. And you can see the heads are done very, very nicely. There's high pressure springs. The porting is phenomenal. Let's see if we can get you in there to see what that looks like. All CNC ported, big valves. This thing's a deep breather. Now it's not by any means, we're used to, on my channel, we're used to talking about Coyotes and 4-valve per cylinders and things like that, but this is a different animal. This is just like, in a way, going back in time, looking at pushrod motors, and it's just a high-tech version of what we're used to from years ago. It's all aluminum, it's high strength. This engine has forged internals. It's made to handle a lot of power, and it's going to go into that Gen 6 Camaro, and I believe they're going to keep the Pro Charger on it. I'm not sure. I have to check with Joe, but they might use the Pro Charger. They might put turbos. I'm not really sure. But this is a pretty stout piece. It's looking good, and hopefully we can see this one to its end. Let's see how she runs on the dyno. All right, guys, so here we are with Dougie. How's it going, man?
What's going on, buddy?
All right, yeah, so we got the intake manifold here for that Gen 6 Camaro, the Hot Wheels car. And this is an incredible piece. It looks like a low-profile type of intake manifold to keep it underneath the hood. So, Dougie, you want to tell us a little bit about this?
Yeah, it's a Frankenstein. We've teamed up with Frankenstein for this build. It is a low-profile LT intake manifold with port injection.
Right.
With a Nick Williams 103 throttle body.
Port injection?
Correct.
Okay,
port injection.
So now you're going to disable the DI, or you're going to...
No, we're going to keep the direct injection, and we're running a Crawford Racing full port injection kit.
All right, well, how about that, guys? They're going to run port injection and DI, just like we do on the Gen 3 Mustangs, right? On the Gen 3 Coyote.
Just a little bigger.
Okay, cool. So you're going to have to upgrade the fuel system to do this, right?
Yes, that's with the Crawford Racing fuel system.
Crawford Racing fuel system?
Yeah. The port injection, 1000 cc injectors, all controlled by a Holley Dominator.
Okay, so now that Gen 6 is going to use the same Pro Charger that's on it, or?
It has a D1X right now. We're going to pull it down and max it out. Should be anywhere from 9 to 1,000, hopefully. If not, we're going to go ahead and get the F1.
So that will be 9 to 1,000 at the crank or at the wheels?
At the wheels is what we're shooting for. And then the F1 is good. Depending on which model they go with, we can go from 13 to 1,500, depending on how much power she wants in this car.
We're talking some big numbers.
Yes.
All right, so at that power level, what do you think of the transmission? How's that going to hold up?
We're doing a Circle D torque converter, and there are some companies that are now building those trans, but we don't know exactly what it's going to hold. We're going to find out. If we obviously have slipping, then we'll have to pull it out and get it built.
Well, this is one way to find out. You put power through it like that.
Exactly. We'll find out its limits real quick.
Okay, so let's take a close look at this. And what was the starter body?
It's a Nick Williams 103.
Nick Williams 103. Okay, let's take a close look. Okay, guys, here's a good look at the intake manifold. This is the Nick Williams 103. You can see this intake manifold is a low-profile piece, and this is designed to fit underneath the hood, which I think is really cool because it doesn't affect the looks of the car. And you take a look right here, okay, this is the port injection. This is something that you don't typically see on these cars because they don't have port injection. They run on DI. So this one's gonna have both. And we'll just lift this up a little bit here. We can get a look underneath it. It's a really nice piece. I mean, look at the way it's all CNC machined, and this thing is really nice. Get a good look inside. There's no air restriction at all. It's a beautiful looking piece, guys. This is going to be really fun to watch this build take shape.
And then also in the back here we have a protection burst plate. So if for some reason the car backfires, instead of hurting the engine, hurting the blower, it'll pop this plate.
That's like a little safety net.
Essentially, yes.
That's nice, man. This thing is looking really good. Let's go take a look at the fuel system. And here's the fuel rail also for the port injection. This will sit up here once we get it installed and get the fuel injectors in there. But really nice quality parts. This is really incredible. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Look at that right there, man. Frankenstein. People aren't fooling around. Okay, guys, so here's the fuel system, and here's the business card, Crawford Racing. This is the company that produces this product. There they are in there. Let's take a look at this stuff. Yeah. All right, what do we have here? This is the hat?
This is the hat for that Camaro out there. It's a 1400 horsepower 3-pump setup from 4 Innovations.
Right.
All this kit is bought through Crawford Racing.
Right.
It's all controlled through the Holly system.
Okay.
Obviously the harnesses, and then
Right, we got all the
the
stuff?
full Holly connection with the injectors, 1000 cc.
Nice. All right. Looking good, Dougie, man. This is going to be one heck of a build.
It's getting there.
All right, guys, Dougie's going to come out. He's going to show us what's underneath the hood of this car. There's a lot I can show you here.
I don't know exactly what.
All right, Dougie decided to take time to come out here and show me what's under the hood of this car. And much to my surprise, because I thought I would see something that's stock, look what we got, a VMP setup. Dougie, what is this? Is this a Gen 2 or Gen 2R?
Gen 2R.
Gen 2R. Oh, wow, he's got it set up nice. It looks good with these red things on the valve covers. He's got his oil separators there. Nice, man. Look at that cold air. I just spent the whole weekend fixing my cold air. So, Dougie, has this been on the dyno yet?
It has not. We actually just fixed a fuel pump issue on it.
Really?
I believe it's got the VMP tune on it, so it's kind of like done and ready. But
man, she's a beauty. Yeah,
it's a good looking car.
Apparently there was a problem with the fuel pump, so we're going to fix that, and then maybe we'll get it on a dyno. This is one nice looking ride, man.
Yeah, I like the wheels.
Look at that. All right, guys, so that Gen 6 Camaro, the Hot Wheels car, that's going to be an awesome build. The way I see it is this. I'm a Mustang guy. I'll always be a Mustang guy, and there will always be Mustang content on my channel, because that's basically what I feature. You can see my Mustang right there. But the truth of the matter is, though, when you really think about it, a build is a build. If you're a car enthusiast, if you like cars, if you like to build stuff, that Gen 6 Camaro should be of some interest. And, you know, there's always something else going on down in here. So I'll have a lot of other cars to feature. I hear that there's some Mopars coming in here, some Hellcats that are, you know, going to get some upgrades. And as many Mustangs as we saw in there, we're always going to have something like that. But we're going to follow this Gen 6. This is a beautiful car, and I'm really looking forward to the results. And so there'll always be more. You know, stay tuned, because I got a lot on the way. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.